Well, I'm delighted to be speaking on Gandhi's relevance today, and I'm particularly pleased that the Oxford University Press is planning to publish a series of books on Gandhi on the occasion of his 150th birth anniversary. Now, Gandhi, of course, is a great universal figure. Apart from being the leader of the Indian freedom struggle, he's someone who invented the technique of satyagraha, or non-violent protest, that was used with great success by Dr. Martin Luther King in North America. Gandhi was a prophet of interfaith harmony. He was an early environmentalist and is an icon for those who believe in sustainable means of living. And he led an extraordinarily transparent life, unlike the politicians of today or the powerful people of today. He was always open to criticism, debate, argument. So he is really a great world figure, arguably the most important and influential political leader of the modern era, whose resonances are found across the world, not just in his native India. In that sense, he's like the Buddha. The Buddha was also born in India, but has left his imprint all across the world. But Gandhi also has a particular connection with the Oxford University Press, which is perhaps little known, but as a biographer of Gandhi, perhaps I should say a little bit about it. The OUP in the 1930s and 40s in India was led by an extraordinary Englishman called R.E. Hawkins, who adopted Indian ways, who wore khadi or homespun cotton, who was an admirer of Gandhiji, who was in love with an Indian woman from a well-known family of Indian patriots. And Hawkins, at a time when the British were here as rulers, as conquerors, essentially identified with Gandhi and the Indian freedom struggle. In spirit, in person, in the way he dressed, in the way he thought, and also interestingly in his publishing activities. In the 1920s, Gandhi wrote his great autobiography, The Story of My Experiments with Truth. And in the 1930s, when the British were ruling India, R.E. Hawkins, the head of the OUP's India office, persuaded Mahadev Desai, Gandhi's secretary, to prepare a condensed version of Gandhi's autobiography for a school audience. Later in the 1940s, after Gandhi came out of jail, R.E. Hawkins got two first-rate Indian editors, R.K. Prabhu and U.R. Rao, to prepare a first-rate anthology of Gandhi's writings called The Mind of Mahatma Gandhi. So, apart from the national and global significance of Gandhi generally, to everyone, there is also a particular connection between the OUP's India office and Mahatma Gandhi, which is why it is fitting and appropriate and very nice that the OUP is doing these books on Gandhi in the year of his 150th birthday.